Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. And hey, wherever you are, we have a lot to talk about this day. Wherever you are on a continent of Africa, maybe you are in Europe, in America, Canada, or Australia, or even right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, what a start to the Premier League season. 4-2 it ended. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. But hey, my disappointment about that game was a racist abuse of Bournemouth player Antoine Semenyo. My namesake was abused in the game yesterday. And you see, it's a high time stiffer punishment are meted out to those so-called racists. I don't see why at this age of the game, people go to the stadium just to abuse a player. The question is, if that player was your team player, if Antoine Semenyo was a Liverpool player, would that Liverpool fan abuse him? It's just a question I'm asking you. I think I deserve to ask that question. Would that Liverpool player abuse him? And trust me, the guy was so strong. After the racist chant in the first half, Semenyo came back and scored a brace, 2 solid goals. Yes, after he was abused, he came back and scored 2 goals against Liverpool. 2 solid goals. What a top player. What a top player. In this year 2025, 15th August, in the Premier League opener, Bournemouth, Antoine Semenyo being abused by a fan. Now, I'm glad the police took immediate action. Yeah, immediate action was taken and that fan was taken away from the stadium. You see, these fans need to be given a stiffer punishment. Maybe 10 years banned from going to stadium plus a fine. They should be fined at the same time, banned from going to stadium for at least 10 years. This has to stop somehow. And hey, let me also point out, this Italian football, similar thing the Italian journalists, Italian football, they did to, how do you call it? Victor Osimhen. The way they treated Victor Osimhen in the years past, they are meting out the same kind of treatment to Lookman, Ademola Lookman. What is this issue at all that they don't want black players in Italy any longer? Players from Africa are going to play for Italian teams. They always have challenges, issues. I know back then in those days, there used to be a racist abuse. Players like Sule Montari, they'll get angry. How do you call it? Samuel Eto'o, those days. But I think we've come a long way. Why is the Football Federation in Italy not doing anything? Why are they sitting aloof to some of these things? We saw Napoli and the journalists, the way they treated Victor Osimhen. Now, the same Italy, Ademola Lookman, let the player go, you not let him go. The player has gotten a club that want to sign, let him go. You don't want to let him go. Okay, if he stays also, you guys are abusing him. What do you want Lookman to do? You want to destroy the guy's career? Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, it's Saturday morning and I don't want to get angry that much. Yesterday's pictures from our training ground are out. And Chelsea training ground pictures yesterday. Lo and behold, even Nicola Jackson was in training with the squad. You can hate him, but hey, yes. And you know, after the presser yesterday presser was very early by Enzo MARESCA. But late at night, the coach still made time for Chelsea press. Yes, he made time for Chelsea journalists, Chelsea press, and he said a lot of things, which I want to go into quickly. Now, from the training ground, those are the pictures you are seeing on your screen right now. From the training ground yesterday, those are some of the pictures you are seeing there on your screen, right? You can see the players training, with their training kit, including Jackson. And now let's go over to a few things that the coach had to say last night when he met with the journalists again. Let me go over a few of the things now quickly. MARESCA once again tables his case on why he needs another center back who can play Colwill's role. He was very categorical last night again and gave up three reasons why he thinks Chelsea need to go back into the market to buy him a center back. I have my questions after that, but let me go through it. MARESCA mentioned that he already has 2 players per each position in the squad. He said he has at least 2 players per each position in the squad. That was number 1. Number 2, he said that Fofana can do the same job Levi Colwill did or used to do for the club or for the team. But Fofana did it and played him. But that moment was one of our worst ever games. Fofana played the same role as Levi Colwill. Fofana just recovered. He said he used Fofana before in that same role. And it was one of our worst ever performances ever in first 45 minutes. Let me quote, he said, Fofana can do it. But when I played him there, we had our worst 45 minutes last season. I'll break it down for you again. And then thirdly, he said, Badeshile is also an option. But according to him, he said Badeshile was playing in that role in the first half against Real Betis, Conference League final. And we were losing 1-0 in the first half. And when Colwill came on in the second half, we won 4-1. His point is, we have enough defenders who can be managed in the same role, but they are not good enough for the system. Now, my question, what is MARESCA's job? Is it not to teach the players? Or you want the players to be already good somewhere? When they are good somewhere, you bring them in, then what are you teaching them? You're only teaching tactics. I mean, it's teaching the players their role in a game, not part of the tactics. My own is that teach the players you have how to play your own way. Viega can do the job perfectly as well. MARESCA should just swallow his ego and call Viega back. But who is the perfect player out there that he can go in right now and get, and knowing that this player can play this role? Until that player comes in and you tried him, then only you can tell. So what if Chelsea goes in there and buy the player, he comes and couldn't do it the way you expect him to do it? Because like in your own words, Badeshile could do it, but he couldn't do it perfectly. Fofana could do it, but he couldn't do it perfectly. Well, I can understand both sides, but obviously, I have no answer to it. I don't know exactly what the club needs to do. And I'm not too sure who he's going to be suggesting that they should buy for him. What if he suggested they buy it and it didn't work out? Ladies and gentlemen, because from the way he's speaking, it's like he's insisting that Chelsea buy him a new centre back. From his own words, Fofana played 45 minutes in that middle of three. One of the worst halves from us. That was his own words. But Badeshile in Conference League final, first half we were losing 1-0. Levi Colwill came on and we won 4-1. The one in the middle is so important for MARESCA. So then, what do we do? It is a question, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst you answer that, MARESCA also spoke on Chukwuemeka. He was asked, and he said, Chukwuemeka is training with the other ones that are waiting for a solution. Can Chukwuemeka? He said Kenny Chukwuemeka is training with the other ones that are waiting for a solution. He's probably going to have a chance to leave. You know, MARESCA can be very brutal in some of his answers. The way he treats players that he doesn't like, I just don't, you know, I don't know how to put it. He's training with the other ones. Now, speaking about Jackson, this is what he said about Jackson. Quickly, let me give you down. Let me tell you. MARESCA speaking about Jackson, he said he is training with us. Speaking about Nicola Jackson, he says that Jackson is training with us, the first team squad. But he's not going to be involved. Not going to be involved simply means that he's not in the game tomorrow because he's already suspended. But he said, you know the situation already. The window transfer is open. He can leave. He can. That is if he so wish. He can leave. And we will see. Those were MARESCA's words on Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take one more before I conclude. On our positional play, positions on our left side, MARESCA says something regarding, I believe he made this statement because of the expectations of the the player that we expect, Garnacho and Javi Simeon. This is what he said. He said, on the left side, we have Jamie Gittins and Tariq George. Now let me ask you, Jamie Gittins, Tariq George, is this two enough for that left side of the tournament, the games you're going to be playing throughout this season? Tariq George, Jamie Gittins, are they enough for that left side? I would say no. Gittins is not yet used to the Premier League. Tariq George, yes, he knows the league, but he's still young, still developing. So we need alternatives there. He said on the left, we have Jamie Gittins and Tariq George. So probably also there we need something. Probably there also we need something. Probably there also we need something. This is MARESCA speaking. There also we need something. That should be Garnacho, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, now quickly, let me say this. Chelsea has immediately rejected Borussia Dortmund's second bid for Kenny Chukwuemeka yesterday. They are not happy at all with the loan with the obligation bid described as insulting. So Chelsea rejected Dortmund's second bid for Kenny Chukwuemeka. Chelsea have immediately rejected the bid. Bid described as insulting as more clubs approach them for a permanent transfer. What was the bid that Dortmund presented? They said £17.2 million, a loan plus £17.2 million, obligation to buy, plus heavy sell-on clause. This is what Dortmund presented to Chelsea, but that was regarded as an insult and was dismissed immediately. Now, AFC Bournemouth has actually made a statement on their player who was abused racially yesterday against a great player, but above all, great human being. Only a strong character shows such resilience in those circumstances. We love you and are all with you, Antoine. Coming from AFC Bournemouth on their X handle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your breakfast, and on that note, let me end it here. I'll be back. Remember, tonight, games are on, the league has started, and tomorrow is Chelsea's day. But today, later in the day, we'll come back with more exclusives. See you guys all in the next one. When you see me, shalom and peace.